Good morning, everybody. It is 10:30 in the morning, and I'm back in my parents' place. I just got here. I landed here literally about 15 minutes ago. Got some laundry started, and it is nice and sunny. It's supposed to be in the 70s today, so I'm going to get a lot of work done on the van. One of the things I have to do is I have to change the IAC valve, or IAC motor. It's this. And I could have cleaned the old one and gotten away with it for a little while, but I decided that, the one that's in there is probably the original, since this van only has 100,000 miles on it, and for an 86, that's pretty astounding. So I decided rather than try to clean it, I'll just replace it. That way I don't have to worry about it ever again. Expensive bugger though, 70 bucks, but it's got to happen. So what else is going to happen today? Let's take a look outside, shall we? New radiator, all aluminum 3-row. This is a Safari radiator, or Sahara radiator to some people. And new water pump, all the hoses. I'm going to change the fuel filter, and I'm going to do a transmission service as well. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, let the engine cool down, because it's nice and piping hot right now, and I don't feel like burning myself. So the IAC valve is right there, you can see it, so that's going to be pretty easy to change. Then I need to take the grill off, and I need to remove the cross member here, or the radiator support, and pretty much do all that work. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and weld in that patch panel underneath my house battery. So yeah, I'll get back to you in just a second. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, and while I'm at it, I'm going to be replacing the factory transmission cooler with something a little bit bigger. Those of you out there with AODs and the Dodge A518, that's the secret to longevity, not to mention adjusting your bands every once in a while. So I'll be doing that to this van too. Yeah, a lot of work. Alright, so here I am again. I'm waiting for my engine to cool down. It's probably going to be about another 45 minutes before I can sit there and start draining fluids and stuff, because it's all really hot still. So I'm bored. I'm just trying to kill some time, so I thought I would continue the video that I just made with the parts and all that stuff. Anyways, what do I want to talk about? Okay, let's talk about the future of my YouTube channel. Well, I haven't really given it too much of a thought. I don't want to monetize my channel. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time editing videos and then adjusting the sound and doing all this stuff in intro. I don't want to do that. I just want to take some video, throw up a simple, finish, a simple middle and a simple end. I just kind of keep going from there. I'm not going to win, I'm not going to have, hundreds of thousands of, subs. That's just not going to happen. So, yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on the YouTube videos, although when I'm bored I do kind of enjoy doing it. And what I think I'm going to be doing is starting a new series of YouTube videos on a van that I have yet to buy. And what's going on is that this van is being passed down to my parents, or passed up, whichever. And they're going to start, going fishing and going camping and going, exploring and stuff like that. And rather than let them spend, $20,000-$30,000 on an RV, I just said, you know what? Why don't you guys just use mine? I don't really use the appliances in here anyway. It's a bit too much van for me, although I do enjoy the high top. And so that's kind of the reason, that's the impetus behind me spending all this money and all this time fixing this thing up, so that this van won't give them problems as they go tool around wherever they're going to go. And so after the radiator gets installed today and all that stuff, tomorrow I'm probably going to crawl underneath the van while I'm doing the transmission service. I'm going to replace the transmission mount and get both motor mounts switched out, so the thing won't break. I'm there. I might as well. I think the motor mounts are like $4 each, so it's just a cheap insurance. I'm also going to do a brake inspection tomorrow, and if I see anything less than 60% brake pad life, I'm just going to do a complete brake job to this whole van, and probably swap out all the brake hoses too, since I put it in the new master cylinder a month ago. Yeah, that's about it. That's all the work this van's really going to need outside of I have to do a little bit of touch-up paint here and there. I have to remove the rust that's on the rails. I've got a bunch of touch-up paint in the aerosol cans, and I'm going to remove the rust, and we'll probably go through that next week. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. With the new van that I've yet to buy, and I've got a couple, choices that I'm really kind of seriously looking at. I've been emailing back and forth with the owners about them. One is a I think it's an old Santana Dodge van. If you're familiar with the movie Napoleon Dynamite, it's Uncle Rico's van. That's Santana. So I'm kind of looking at that one. That's neat. It's got the turtle top on it, but the interior's been gutted, so I get to build a custom interior. And I was going to go through and start making videos on how I set up a van, based on the last 7 years of lessons that I've learned living in vans and RVs. And I thought there might be an interest in that. Not sure. I also want to start shooting videos on, diagnosing common problems with Dodges. I have a storage unit full of Dodge parts, and I think it's time for me to start letting go of them. I have no idea why I spent 20 years collecting Dodge van parts, but I did. So I thought buying a Dodge van, an older one, would be a perfect way for me to, get the stuff out of storage, and I can finally stop paying storage fees for shit I don't use. And van dwelling is all about, being a minimalist to a certain extent, and having all these random Dodge parts laying around when I drive around a Ford doesn't make sense to me anymore. So yeah, making videos on, engine repair, transmission servicing, which I think is the most common thing that's overlooked in Dodges, is transmission service. It's so easy to do. So, in fact, you don't have to take the pan off. The bolts are right there, and that's band adjustments. We'll go through that. And carburetor repair, electrical diagnostics, a whole host of things, which I know a 1970s Dodge van is going to need, because whoever designed the electrical system in the 1970s for Chrysler was probably a cartoonist or a masochist, one of the two. So yeah, that's where we're going with my YouTube channel. This video's gone on a little bit longer than I originally intended. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'll shoot some more footage as work progresses and stuff like that. Okay, bye bye.